Good morning, Delphus Jefferson. This is Ethan.
And this is Kylie.
And this is this week's Wildcat News. Bringing you the news will be MJ with upcoming events, Keewick with lunch, and Sierra with weather.
As well as Paige with sports, MJ with birthdays, and ATL skits with Grace and Aubrey.
Hello, I'm Keewick, and I'll be bringing you the lunch menu for this week. On Tuesday, we have tacos with assorted toppings, refried beans, corn, strawberry cup, and milk. On Wednesday, we have cheese pizza bites with marinara, salad, pineapple, and milk. On Thursday, we have popcorn chicken, hash browns, carrots, pears, and milk. On Friday, we have cheese breadsticks with sauce, salad, chocolate pudding, strawberry cup, and milk.
Hi, for this week's weather, today on Monday, it'll be a high 54 with a low of 35 with a few showers later on in the day. Tomorrow on Tuesday will be high 50, low of 30, cloudy with a few showers. And Wednesday will be high 39, a low of 26, cloudy with a few rain showers. And on Thursday, high 38, a low of 26, low clouds, and windy. And lastly on Friday, it will be high 38, a low of 25, and mostly sunny.
Hope you had a nice little break. Now time for upcoming events. February 28th has a lot of things happening. Seniors, you have your CPR, first aid course in the Career Center. Remember which group you're in. Juniors, good luck on your ACT. Sophomores, you have your pre-ACT. And freshmen, good luck on your job shadows as you represent the school.
Hello, this is Paige Miracle with this week's sports. The NWC wrestling results are in, and we have Braden Thompson with third in his class with 1 pin, Logan Miller in third with 1 pin, Blake Wagner in 6th place with 1 pin, Isaac Bursman in 6th, Eli Case in 4th with 1 pin, Leighton Parent in 5th with 3 pins, and lastly, Eli Kill in 2nd place with 3 pins. The boys' last game, which was senior night, they beat Elida 57-43. And the night before, they beat Grove 58-43. The girls came out with a win against Lipstick last week, 45-27, claiming their title as NWC champions for the 3rd year in a row. The girls' first tournament game was Saturday at 6 at Lincoln View. The boys' first tournament game will be this Wednesday, the 22nd, at Bluffton University versus Fort Jennings.
Birthdays for this week, we have Cody Bailey on the 21st, Lee Skin on the 22nd. And happy birthday to everybody born on the 23rd. We have Michael Hale, Caden Sly, Seth Catlett, Mason Mosey, and Mrs. Bogan. On the 24th, we have Paige Cross and Cameron Faust.
Jeff Katz, it's Grace bringing you a segment of highlighting Delphus Jefferson's psychology class, taught by Mr. Jospel. Mr. Jospel has been part of the Wildcat family for a while now, but he just moved recently to teaching high schoolers rather than middle schoolers. Mr. Jospel has assigned a psychology project to his senior class called the Development Project. We psych students got the choice to interview someone else or we could do ourselves. This is a great way to get a better understanding of how you grow and how others grow differently. Thank you for watching, Wildcat fans. Hope to see you again next week.
It is dangerous and not cool to speed through our parking lot. It can put many lives in danger. This child could have easily been hurt by this reckless driver.
It is very unsafe to drive in Texas.
Senior that excels in and outside the classroom. We hope that our younger students find value in this interview as they start to prepare and think about enrolling in the high school. Today we have Trent Tiemann with us. Trent, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So let's get started. I've got a few questions for you, Trent. Take us through your background a little bit. Tell us about your family and maybe who in your family has helped mold and shape the young man that you are today.
All right, so I have a twin sister and I have an older sister, and obviously my mom and dad. And my mom and dad really always push me. They never let me do something that's easy. They make me do something that's hard and work for it. And it helps me develop skills and stuff that help me in school and sports, like dedication and commitment and like a drive to do something that I love. And I feel like that helps me in sports and in the classroom.
Great. Well, we're going to get into that here in a little bit. So let's transition to academics. Trent, tell us a little bit about the courses that you're taking here as a senior.
I'm taking AP courses like calculus and AP literature and composition, and I've taken AP stats. I'm taking psychology, physics, and yeah.
Wow, that's quite a load.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about we're starting to see a trend here at Jefferson and even, other high schools across the state where there's a lot of offerings for students, especially, off campus with College Credit Plus being on a college campus somewhere or Vantage Career Center. But you're here every day. I see you here every day. And we thank you for that. We don't want to take away opportunities and options for students, but tell me about your decision process to be on campus every day, and how you landed on that.
Well, for me, it was like, why, if we have challenging courses here, why would I leave the school when I could be here in person and not have to do it online and go somewhere else to do it when I can do it here for free or pay a little bit of money to take the AP course, and it prepares me for college. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me.
Well, I appreciate that because as adults in the building, again, we want our kids to go and do things that benefit them. But as administration, teachers, faculty, we like to see our leaders in the building, especially our seniors. So thank you, appreciate that. You just kind of hit on some courses that sound difficult. If you had to pick one course that you thought was the most challenging in your career here, what would it be?
Definitely AP Calculus right now. I mean, it's super challenging. You have to memorize some stuff, and usually you can't study for math, but with AP Calculus, you kind of have to go back and do problems again, even though if you already did them, because the tests are really hard.
So what would be your advice to a student that's about to take that course or any course that they find challenging?
You can't just get all your work done at school. You're going to have to take time out of your day at home, maybe before you go to bed, like just 10 to 15 minutes every night looking at problems and studying maybe definitions or something like that. It just takes it to another level, and it helps you.
So what about Wildcat period? How do you use that time, or do you use that time to help, say, in that course?
I take that time to go ask questions if I have any, like over problems I don't understand. I'll have them walk through it with me, and that really is beneficial to me.
Thanks. So now I want to transition a little bit about, obviously as a senior, you're winding down, you have your last group of teachers you're ever going to have here at Jefferson. I want you to think about, teachers that you really connected with, or teachers that made an impact on you. And I'm not asking you to name anybody, but I want you to think about the qualities that they possessed and maybe what, if for me as someone that's going to hire, or Mr. Brickman or the principal to hire somebody, what are qualities that were important to you when you think about your favorite teacher or teachers?
They're like really friendly. They want you to come ask them questions. They don't want you to sit there and not understand what you're doing. They like coordinate everything, so like their lesson plans and stuff, they like keep it all together, and it's not all like mumble jumble and like all over the place. Yeah, they're just nice and dedicated to their job.
Thanks. So if you were to look back at yourself as an 8th grader, or speak to our current 8th graders, what advice would you give to an incoming freshman?
High school is not that intimidating once you're in here, and once you get to feel out the high school, it's really not that bad. I mean, our school is not very hard to like go around because it is like a giant square, so like it's not like too bad, and it shouldn't be intimidating, or don't think it is.
Good. As you reflect back on your high school years, what do you think is your favorite high school memory?
That's a tough question. Probably all my times on the sports fields and like all the good memories in classes with my teachers, like just joking around and having fun.
Good. So let's transition to off the field, or out of the classroom a little bit. So you're highly involved. Tell us about all the things that you've been involved with here at Jefferson High School.
I'm involved with the football team, basketball team, track team, National Honor Society, Student Council, FCA, and I'm a class officer.
Wow, that's a lot. So you talked about, I want to just look at athletics a little bit. You named 3 sports that you've been playing for quite some time. 3 sport athletes are rare, but very important to small schools especially. I guess, more kids, it seemed like, are trying to narrow down their focus, not be such a wide range. Seems like more kids want to specialize. They want to, spend their off seasons in club or travel teams. Talk to me a little bit about, when do you find time to train in your sports, and what does an off season look like for track team?
Oh, I do. So right now, when we're in basketball season, I go to the reservoir and run because track season's coming up, and I want to get in shape, and I don't want to take time during the season, like during my track season, to still be in shape. I want to be in shape before the season gets here. So just stuff like that. Like even in football, like I'll go shoot baskets on my own time, and just keep going in different sports.
Do you ever take any time off for yourself?
Yeah, I do. Like Sundays and stuff, I'll go out and or at the end of the night, I'll hang out with friends and stuff. I find time.
Well, that's good. Talk to me a little bit about roles that you've had. You know, I obviously watched you play football for 4 years, and watched you play basketball for your 4th year. I've seen you in different aspects. For example, football. You know, you've really been a receiver for most of your career, and then this year you were asked to be the quarterback. As a basketball player, I've seen you, have to initiate the offense, but now maybe play on the wing. So coaches have asked you to do different things because that benefits the team, but maybe it does or maybe it doesn't benefit Trent team. Talk to me a little bit about when coaches ask you to fill a role, and then how do you respond to that?
For me, it's like I don't care whether I score or what my stats look like. If we get the win or get one more win in the column, then that's all I care about. And yeah,
I think that's such a great quality. I don't know that a lot of young people possess that, so that's something I want to touch on today and highlight. I guess next, what motivates you to do all this? You talked a little bit about your family. You've got a full plate. I don't know that a lot of kids would want to take the time to put their phones down to challenge themselves to do all these different things. Kind of touch on that a little bit.
well, you only get one chance in high school. Once you graduate, you can't come back. So it's like if you have all these opportunities to do all these different things, then why wouldn't you?
Great answer. Let's talk beyond high school. You're wrapping up your senior year. You got a few months to go. What are the plans for Trent Teeman in the fall?
I plan on majoring in education and furthering my career once I teach for a while and be an administrator, principal, or superintendent.
How many years do you think it'd take for you to be a superintendent?
Probably a while. I mean, I want to teach for a while and get some years under my belt.
Well, I've got about 15 years till I wrap up my career, Trent. I'm just wondering if I need to get my resume ready. So.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know where you plan on attending school?
Right now I'm leaning towards Bowling Green.
Great program. How did you land on that decision to go into education? What kind of guided you to that? Can you speak on that?
Yeah, ever since middle school, that's always been in my mind, and everyone else can see me doing it, and I can see myself doing it. So it's always been a no-brainer, and I haven't really had any other jobs come into play anyway.
Well, I think you'd be a fantastic educator, Trent, and look forward to watching you progress through your education career. So at this point, you talk about education. Is there anything that you'd want to ask me as the superintendent?
How did you get to your position today?
Great question. I think a lot of the things that you're talking about as a young man wanted to. That's what I knew. That's what I saw as teachers and coaches. That's what I wanted to do when I got out of high school. And I think it was one of those things that just naturally progressed into the next step. I had some principals that kind of pushed me in that direction to think about becoming a principal myself. And so I think once I started to think about that, reflect upon that, then those steps, the door just kind of open sometimes. I think it's, head down and keep grinding, and opportunities present themselves, and people see you in a different light, maybe differently than you see yourself. So those things just kind of happen, and love what I do. So.
Yeah.
All right, I want to ask you just 5 random questions here, Trent. Okay. So just kind of fire off, okay? Right. So favorite fast food restaurant?
Favorite fast food? I'm probably gonna have to go with. Does Chipotle count as fast food?
Chipotle is it? Okay, that's your answer?
Yeah, that's my kind of.
Okay. Favorite home cooked meal?
Country fried steak.
Country fried steak. Okay. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Okay. Creamery or Dairy Hut?
Creamery all the way.
Okay. And Jordan or LeBron?
I'm gonna go Jordan.
Okay. All right. That's our interview today. Trent, thanks so much for being with us. I hope the younger folks out there watching this gain something. And Trent, best of luck in your post-high school career.
Thank you.
That concludes this week's Wildcat News.
We hope this has prepared you for the week, and make sure to stay ATL and have a great day.